Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Bamboo COC and I am back and I wanted to show you guys all the progress I've made on this account since the release of the Industrial Age. As you guys know, I did use some crowns to hurry up with the Industrial Age upgrade so that I could start everything right away because I had maxed resources, so I needed to do something with it. So you can see that my trophies or medals are currently at 2348. And that's because I dropped about 400 or a little bit more than 400 from where I was when the Industrial Age was released. And the reason for that is that, somehow pretty much everyone I was coming across had already maxed out the Industrial Age, either due to having free crowns or spending tens of thousands of dollars. I'm going to go with they found a way to cheat because I doubt anyone spent that amount of money in that short of a time. But I couldn't win. I went from like never losing an attack to losing 9 out of 10 attacks. I just couldn't win. Everybody had tanks on defense and super buffed out cannon towers that were upgraded mortars. It was ridiculous. I couldn't win. I lost everything. So, after deciding that I just couldn't stay that high in medals, I started going for resources and basically, every time I lost 39 instead of 15. So I would win one and lose 39. So as you can see, it didn't take long for me to plummet my medal count. But that's okay because honestly, until I get my troops maxed for the Industrial Age, there's no point in trying to achieve 3,200 medals. It's just impossible right now. So currently, I'm in a rush to get everything upgraded. So I haven't been able to do anything with my castle yet, so all my generals are still 20. I did a few other things like in my armory, I rushed the upgrade complete to that, and I finished the upgrade of my knights going to the tanks because I have the special, Saint Chaman tank, slightly more hit points and damage. So I finished that, and just doing that one upgrade allowed me to be able to win some attacks as opposed to winning no attacks. So I feel like the most important thing you can do when you hit the Industrial Age is upgrade your cavalry to the tank. Once you do that, that one unit makes a huge difference. Once I had enough food, I started the upgrade on the motorcycle raider because those guys are really powerful and fast, and since I'm going to need a lot of resources in the near future, I thought that was probably the best thing to upgrade next. So that's going on now. It's going to be another week before that's done. I didn't do any of my tactics yet. Really the only thing I did was that tank upgrade because that was important. I haven't even built an airfield yet, so I have no aircrafts or anything. Again, that's going to be weeks and weeks away. Another thing that I did that I just couldn't wait for was I finished the upgrade on my mercenary camp to level 8. And what that does is it allows you to hold 5 instead of 4, and it changes the war elephants into these Flampanzer tanks. And these things are super powerful. It's just insane. They do take up 2 spots in your mercenary camp, so you can only have 2 of them. But you can see they've got 13.3 hit points and 789 damage, and that's with no blessings. They don't go for defenses, though. They go for whatever. So I actually like that. They do a really good job of clearing out the base. However, they take 2 diamonds and 7 cider to make. And as you can see, I have 0 diamonds and 0 cider right now because I've been making those, and it's quite costly. But that's what I've been doing. So the army that I've been bringing when I do attacks is I've been doing like 7 to 10 of the tanks, and then just a random mixture of everything else. I don't really know why I have 3 of the wall sappers in my current army. That was definitely a mistake, but it'll be alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple attacks for you on this video and show you guys what I'm looking for. So mostly what I look for right now when I attack is a couple of things. First, I'm looking to make sure that I can even win because a lot of the time I'm losing. So I know I could beat this guy, but he has no loot, no oil really, and he's worth 1 medal and doesn't even have a chance at getting a diamond. So I'm going to skip him. I'm looking for someone with either a bunch of loot or at least a chance at a diamond. So this guy You can see he's already super far into the industrial age, so he spent a good bit of money. He's already maxed out his cannons and some of his mortars. So I probably can't even beat this guy, is the sad truth. And he doesn't have anywhere near enough loot for me to justify the risk, so I'm going to skip him. And yeah, I mean, I'm willing to take a loss if I get enough out of it, but man, there's so many people that are just so deep into this game. It's amazing how fast they gem their stuff. So this guy has no loot at all in the Enlightenment Age, has no oil, no diamonds, really no reason to attack him. I'll just go ahead and skip that. At least I'm able to find people to attack now that I'm lower in metals. It's not taking me 30 minutes to get one match. So at least that complaint is totally corrected. And of course, right as I say that, it decides to take quite a while to find somebody. But all in all, it hasn't been too much of a problem, at least not for a while. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here now, but hopefully we find somebody in a minute. Okay, so we're back, and looks like we found someone with a ton of loot, but he's in the industrial age already. He's maxed all his defenses. So this is another guy that I can't beat. You can see he's got Forbidden City, maxed out walls. They look awesome, by the way. Maxed out readouts. See, I can't even beat this guy, so it's pointless to attack, even if he had a million resources. So there's another guy in the industrial age. His base is also pretty upgraded. Again, I probably can't really beat it, and it's not enough of a reward for that risk. Okay, we found someone in the Enlightenment age still. That's crazy. He has no trade goods available, but I could definitely win. It's pretty sad when this looks like a base, like a winnable base compared to what I'm used to seeing. This is a maxed out Enlightenment age base. But I'm going to skip it because I really need cider, diamonds, and oil more than anything else. Or, an easier option. So this guy, again, Enlightenment age, but he doesn't have enough resources to go for. So again, this guy maxed out everything. He's got a ton of resources, but it's difficult to get any of it. Although I can probably beat this guy only because a lot of his stronger defenses are on this side and his town centers in the front. So I guess I could try to take this guy out. It's probably still going to be pretty tough, but yeah, I'm going to skip it. I think I'm going to end up failing on this video trying to attack somebody like that. Okay, next guy. He's in the industrial age, but he has not anywhere near maxed his base. So this guy spent some money, but obviously he hasn't spent a ton because his walls are still behind. So I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy. I can't get a diamond from him, but I can probably get his whole base destroyed, or maybe get some cider. So I'll give it a shot. So we're going to go ahead and start from the top here with our tanks and hope that he doesn't have a general. And he does, so we're going to drop the rest of our troops now right here. And we're going to drop our wall breakers. And yeah, we're going to get everybody down. And we're going to send everybody in. I think I'm going to rally everybody on this cannon tower, because I feel like that's probably the most dangerous threat. And then I'll go ahead and drop a protect on everybody. Hopefully that keeps them alive while they do some damage to the inside of this base. Because like my army trains so stupid fast right now, the factory troops, they take a long time because the blessings don't work on the factory troops. And of course the war tactics, they take hours. So I try not to use too much of that on a regular basis throughout my attacks, unless I find someone that's just got a great offer with a ton of resources. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. So using one protect is definitely more than I typically want to do anyway. But I think we're doing fine in this attack now. The only bad thing about these tanks is they do kind of get overrun by a lot of defenders because they attack so slow. But I think we're going to be alright anyway. We got my general going for the town center now. And yeah, I really want to upgrade my Gatling gunners to the max level. I used to use those a lot ever since they cut their power in half. They're not nearly as strong, but I do like them a lot, and I'm excited to use them again when I get the upgrade. So we got the town center destroyed. Let me see if I'm missing anything important over here. No. I think it's best to let everybody get these defenses out of the way. Okay, looks like we only have one more defensive structure left. And then it'll all be gravy. Perfect. So I don't think we're going to be able to get a 5-star on this guy, although that would be nice. So I think I'm going to focus on getting the trade goods first. Because if I can't have everything, I at least want to try and get maybe a piece of cider or leather out of this. No cider, unfortunately. I did get some leather, so now we'll just try and get some of the loot over here. At least get the gold and the oil would be nice. This guy had a pretty weird, really weak base setup. But it was still super challenging because these tanks just attack so slow, although they are powerful. And without them, you really can't win. But yeah, so at least we got one good attack on the video. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end that. And since a lot of you have been asking for longer videos, I'm going to go ahead and do one more attack on this video. So it'll be longer than my typical videos. So for my army, we will bring it up to 10 tanks, 1 wall breaker, wall miner, 4 of those guys, and 4 fuselers. And then, oh man, I can't even use the training blessing. I forgot I don't have any supplies. Yeah, it will cost 38 crowns to do that now. So I definitely can't do that. I only have 66 left. So I guess what we're going to have to do is show you a replay on defense. So I'll show you the last time I got attacked, which was just a few seconds ago. It looks like he attacked me with a whole bunch of industrial age troops, as everyone has been lately. So let's just see how he does it. So he sends in this flying blimp, which drops a bunch of bombs and leaves. That was unfortunate. I don't know if that was if you could choose what they target or what. I can't wait to get those. He dropped some saboteur guys over here, some machine gunners. He's got a lot of factory troops going on here. He dropped an artillery. It's an upgraded cannon over here. Pretty weird deployment of troops. Another blimp over here. Drops a bunch of bombs. Very, very strange how this guy's targeting as he attacks. He drops another blimp. I guess he can target the Forbidden City with it. It actually got shot down that time. I don't know what shot it. I guess my castle, maybe? And he drops some healers and some generals and everything, and more artillery at the top here. And he rallies everyone to get the town center. So he's definitely going to get a win because of his artillery. But his troops are going down. Alright, looks like he got his win. He got his star. I don't think he's going to be able to do much more damage, though. We'll fast forward the rest of this, but very strange attack of him here. He's got one of those super heavy tanks that have just a ton of hit points. Alright. So yeah, he used quite a cool little army there. He did take a ton of resources from me. I hate how much oil I'm getting stolen from me every time now. I'm trying to save up 120,000 to do some upgrades with it, so it's taking a while. So I still haven't upgraded my barracks, so I need to do that. I'm really thinking that I have to keep 6 citizens available now so I can hunt. and farm. It seems like every time I don't, a bear shows up, just destroys my village. The villagers get terrified. I got to be able to get those bears out of there. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will try to make more often. I've been slacking lately, but no excuses. I've been playing a lot, just not making that many videos. But I'm going to keep them coming, so don't worry. I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Leave me a like if you liked it. Drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see. And I appreciate you guys watching. I hope it's helpful.